Hey guys, Cody here with Raiden Comics. I want to stop and say thank you for coming and checking out my new channel. Obviously my first introduction video, tell you a little bit more about the channel, my plans for the channel. But first off, let's start off and get to know a little bit more about me. My name's Cody. If you want to get to know me personally, I've got all kinds of outlets. I've got Facebook, Twitter, Skype. Just send me a PM, subscribe to me, or what have you, and we can sit down and chat it up all day. But if you don't know who I am already, I do run a video game focused channel here on YouTube. It's called The Average Gamer Show. You can hit me up over at Don Raiden. That's my channel username. So, put that up there in that little search bar, Don Raiden or The Average Gamer Show. I'm sure something will come up. But yeah, I have a huge passion for video games. I always have since I was a little kid. But right along with that, my passion for comic books has been right there. I've always loved comic books ever since I was a little kid. And when obviously being a little kid, I had every comic book I can grab. I collected a lot of them. But as I grew up, got into high school, and all that stuff, I kind of stopped and kind of got away from comic books. And it actually wasn't until recently that I started getting into them again. My junior and senior year of college, I decided to go ahead and hop on Amazon, and I bought Watchmen, which was my first graphic novel. Absolutely fell in love with it. And that kind of rekindled the flame for comic books. And then more recently, a couple years ago, I picked up The Dark Knight, and I absolutely fell in love with that book. And then I started picking up more actual comics. But what really rekindled the flame was about a month or two ago, I was back at home visiting my parents, and I crawled up in the attic, and lo and behold, I found a box full of my comic books that I had when I was a kid. And I sit down and I started going through all of them, picking them all out, and I just remembered how much fun I had reading these, pretending that I was these superheroes and sitting down and drawing. It's just a blast from the past, and that really sparked a flame underneath my ass to start collecting again. So that's what I've been doing. I've been picking up comic books, a little bit here and there, and that's basically why I went ahead and started this channel. I posted a couple videos on my video game related channel that I talked about, and some of my subscribers they were into it, so that's pretty cool. But I didn't really want to alienate all my video game focused subscribers and start posting a bunch of obviously comic book videos, especially if they're not into comic books. So that's why I decided to go ahead and start this new channel. And basically what I want to do with this new channel is, obviously show pickups, do collection videos and stuff like that. But, I kind of want to do some other stuff with it too, stuff that's not, done all the time. Obviously anybody can show a pickup or collection video and stuff like that. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do, actually, a little special, add a little pizzazz in there. But I'll figure that out as we go. So the first few videos is probably just going to be collections, obviously showing you new pickups and stuff like that, because I'm picking these up on a more regular basis now, especially compared to video games, because obviously they're a lot easier to obtain because of prices. But yeah, so that's basically what I'm going to do with this channel. I hope you guys enjoy it. Just to show you a little bit what I'm into, I do have some comic books here that I really enjoy. And some of these are actually some of my originals from when I was a kid, and started off, obviously, to go along with my video game passion. I grew up a big Sega fanboy, and this is one of my favorite comics ever. This is Sonic, the premiere issue 0 from the original miniseries. This is my original edition I had when I was a kid, and God, I love this comic book. Of course, I love everything about Sega. I love everything about Sonic, but yeah, this is just one of my gems in my collection. And speaking of gems and stuff like that, I don't necessarily go for comic books for value, because I could really care less what they're worth. I'm more into it for the art, the story, the arc of the story, and all that good stuff. So I'll just put that out there now. I don't really care about the value of the comic books. I just want to read them and enjoy them. Next up, more recently, again, this is an Archie comic, just like the Sonic, and this is Mega Man. Of course, again, I'm a big, huge, video game nut, so what's not better combined, video games and comic books? I mean, what's not to love? But this is one of my favorites. I love this. This is actually drawn by Spaz, which is one of my favorite comic book artists of all time. And he's more known for his Sonic the Hedgehog works. That's how I grew up. No, I knew Spaz from the Sonic comics. He's a fantastic artist, and he's done this series so far. So another great one from from when I was a kid. This is a Calvin and Hobbes collection, Weirdos from Another Planet. Now this isn't a traditional comic book, but this is, you know, comic strips and stuff like that of like your Sunday comic strips, which are just as great in my opinion. And then what really rekindled the flame, and you know, this is what I've been getting into more recently, that being graphic novels. We got The Watchmen. This really did it for me. I love this. Alan Moore and Dave Gibbons, man, I don't know what else to say. This is just a fantastic book. And like I said, I already mentioned that, but The Dark Knight as well. Yeah, not much else you could say about it. It's just awesome. It's a must read in my opinion. And you know, obviously not least, but definitely most recently, and I absolutely love this, the Walking Dead series. I just finished this up last night. This is the Compendium 1, years 1 through 4, so a total of 48 books in here. Absolutely fantastic. I'm loving this storyline. This is if you're not into comic books, or if you've never read one, pick this up because you can get this pretty cheap, like 30 to 40 bucks on Amazon, and it's a fantastic read. I guarantee you, almost anybody can get into this. So, all right, guys, I just want to say thank you for stopping by again and checking this new channel out, this new video. Gotta take a breather. So again, thanks for stopping by, checking it out. I hope you guys subscribe, rate, comment, and all that good stuff. And I hope you guys are really interested in this because I know I am. I love comic books. So until next time, I'll catch you later.